What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Giganato Gaming here, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 3. We are here with the new update and the Wetlands Pack, and today we are going to look at this pack in today's video, and we're going to showcase all 4 new creatures, the 3 that were in the DLC, and the 1 that we initially got for free. I'm just putting another Piscivore feeder in. And if you find yourself enjoying this video and want more content like this, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Let's see if we can get this channel to 2,000 subscribers. That would be super amazing. But with that, let's begin the video. So, we're going to start with the one that I was least excited for. We're going to be starting with Hypsilophodon. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, look at that. Just a scaled-down Deinocheirus.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Hypsilophodon to the park.
We've got Hypsilophodon. This is the male. So, let's see what we got. Alright, what do we need? We need cover, ground leaf, and, of course, wetland. How could I forget? Oh, we got new cover. Okay. Let's get some, maybe get some wetland first. Let's start with the wetland. Whatever they want. So what do we got for skins? We've got Celadar Huasco Bat. Amazon Rainforest Lithobates. Keelan Mountains Pulcherana. And Champlain Valley Pulcherana. And these guys require small nests, I figured. Because these guys are relatively small. We're, of course, going to see if we can get, like, juveniles as well. I'll just put the 1 nest in for now. But yeah, so let me tell you my initial thoughts on the Hypsilophodon. I know this is something that no one really expected in a Wetlands pack. And I can definitely see why, because, like, there's better candidates out there. And they could have really done a better job with the Hypsilophodon. Maybe at least give it quills. Or the male version quills anyway. That would have been cool. I'd like to see if we could get a social animation, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, there's really nothing too exciting about the Hypsilophodon. Are we going to get a social animation? Yeah, there's nothing too exciting about them. Alright, let's maybe move on to something a little more exciting while we wait for them to breed. Let's look at the Austroraptors next, which I apparently mistakenly called Austroraptors. Ooh, 1 just pounced. Sprung right out of the enclosure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Austroraptor to the park.
Okay, these guys look pretty cool, I will say. The Austroraptor is just an overall cool species. I love all the feathers on it. Alright, what are we missing? Alright, we got fish. There's fish all the way back there. So, you're gonna have to find it. Let's get some water. Maybe put a fish feeder a little bit closer. Alright, now they're completely satisfied. So what kind of nest do they need? Medium. Alright, cool. Let's give them a medium nest. We'll give them a cave. Let's turn this around so it's facing them. There we go. So these are the Austroraptors. What do we have for skins? We have Champlain Valley Paparana, Sonoran Desert Rana, and Gambian River Basin Rana. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll do like a separate video on like the Austroraptor at some point, where like where they stand against the smaller carnivores. Yeah, we could do that. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Before we move on to Irritator, let's take a look at the return of the fan favorite, Deinocheirus. A personal favorite of mine in the Evolution 2. Really. These guys are really big. I'm assuming they need large nests.
We are pleased to welcome a Deinocheirus to the park.
Alright, they want ground leaf. Not a problem. Alright, they should have everything they need. We got 2 males and 2 females. What do they need for nest? Large. Alright, let's get a large nest going for them. There we go. Now they need a bit more ground leaf. There we go. They're expanding their territory a bit. They've got water. They should have everything they need. We've got deep water, right? This is deep. Yeah, that's pretty deep. I'm trying to see if they can swim. That's kind of the goal here. I cannot wait to add these to the biological preserve. That would be awesome. Alright, we got Hypsilophodons claiming a nest. We've got 2 Hypsilophodons. They'll be released in like 2 minutes. Oh, we've got swimming. I just saw Deinocheirus swimming. Oh, they can swim. Awesome. Maybe I could use that for like a separate thumbnail. So they can swim. Confirmed. Hypsilophodon won't be able to swim. We'll have to see what goes on there. Alright, the Austroraptors, how are they doing? Oh, they're completely fine. It sucks that these guys can't swim. Let me see if I can capture it. It's not really too different from Deinocheirus. Not really too different from Deinocheirus, if you ask me. Alright, I guess while we wait for something else to go on, let's look at the final creature released, which is the Irritator. I have a feeling they're gonna need more space. One of them rushes out while the other takes his time. Cool. So this here is the Irritator.
We are pleased to welcome an Irritator to the park.
That's cool. What do we need? We need Baron. Okay. Let's get some Baron. We got movement in the nest. We got baby Hypsilophodons. I will admit, that's pretty adorable.
We are pleased to welcome a Hypsilophodon to the park.
That is pretty adorable, I will admit. We got eggs found in large nests. This is Deinocheirus. We have just the one. That's fine. Just the one. That's cool enough. Alright. Let's look at the Irritators, see what they have. No, not the fish feeder. I want the Irritator. There we go. Alright. They just want some Baron, that's all. There we go. Now they're completely satisfied, and that's very rocky. Do we have any other Baron? There we go. That's good. And the Irritators are able to swim, which is nice. We got eggs found in the Austroraptor nest. We got 3 Austroraptor eggs. We're going to have to wait and see what goes on there. So that's in 4 minutes. That's in 3 minutes. Alright. Here comes our Deinocheirus juvenile. Look at that. Looks like a duckling. Pretty adorable. Look at that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Deinocheirus to the park.
Already following its mother. And these guys can swim. Right? Oh, yeah. It even looks like a duck when it swims, too. And we've got the Austroraptor juveniles. Look at that.
Ladies
Awesome.
and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Austroraptor to the park.
Wow. These guys are so cool. These are some peak designs, especially with the Austroraptor and the Irritator. Very peak designs. And there we go. The Irritators are about to have juveniles. So this is what a juvenile Irritator looks like.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Irritator to the park.
Look at that. Awesome. I'm loving these designs. I really am. And we got some more Hypsilophodons, which is awesome. We'll probably add all 4 species into the preserve. So yeah, we got the adult Irritator, and now we've got the juvenile Irritator. And it looks like it's 2 brothers. Awesome. And they're already playing. Look at that. Alright, so as a recap, we've got the return of Deinocheirus, which is a species that we got for free even if we didn't get the DLC. We've also got the Irritator, which is a brand new species that came with the DLC. We have the Austroraptor, another one. And finally, the one that we were least excited for, the Hypsilophodon. I mean, they do have cool colors with them. They tried their best with Hypsilophodon. Even though it just looks like a scaled down, what's it called? Deinocheirus? Yeah, I digress. But yeah, anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this showcase video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.